Speaking of kids getting exposed to things, let me just go on record. I posted on Twitter yesterday about this superintendent of schools in Itasca, Texas, who just got busted, got arrested. He was trying to have a relationship with, I think, a 15-year-old girl. Weird stuff. I won't even get into the conversation. I posted it on my Twitter. You can follow it and go find it at Watch Chad. Now, I am fair game. If you are messing with kids, it's the wood chipper for you, okay? I don't care if you're swinging your dong out at a drag show. I don't care if you're a Sunday school teacher. I don't care if you're an educator. I don't care who you are. If you're a Boy Scout leader, if you're messing with kids, boom, you need to be eradicated from society. I'll let you draw your own interpretations and conclusions on that. So I posted this thing, and of course, all of the progressive rerees, the trolls on Twitter, had to come and immediately start talking about, the biggest place where you should never take kids to church. Once again, let me remind you that is categorically untrue. If you want to know where the biggest place a person can potentially be sexually molested or even have inappropriate things happen to them, it's in a public school. It's in a school. That is a statistical fact. And I can read those statistics off to you, but it's mind-blowing, and then you're going to send me messages telling me why I'm wrong, and just trust me, like usual, I'm not. So if you're putting your kids out in public these days, it has invaded all parts of our society. But here's the thing. When you guys on Twitter want to send me these stories of some youth pastor or some educators, you're always sending me the stories of where these men have been arrested. We busted them. They got busted. And if by chance you're out there and you have this nefarious intention of having some type of inappropriate relationship with an underage kid, stop, because you are about to ruin your life. You're about to be ostracized from society and probably be put in prison where some very horrendous things are going to be done to you. So if you're just ready to end your life, that's one thing. But if you think you're above the law and you won't get caught, you are going to get caught. You're going to get caught, and praise God that you're going to get caught. But these people keep sending me the mugshots and the arrest records. We know, because these are people who are doing it in the dark. I'm not saying that when you take a kid to a drag show, it is identically the same as someone having sexual intercourse or raping a child. I've never said that. But the results are still barbaric and horrendous in terms of what that child is being exposed to. You are forever etching certain things in that child's mind that should not be there. What happened to just maintaining innocence? Let's just keep our kids innocent as long as we possibly can. That's all I'm asking you to do. That's all I'm asking you to do. So people send me the pictures and the videos of these drag queens, and there's, little kids handing dollar bills over to the drag queens. More people sent me more videos this weekend, and it just really pisses me off when I see this. You say, well, that's not the same as somebody having a sexual relationship with a 14-year-old. I'm not saying that it is the same. These are apples and oranges. Both of them should be banned from society. Both of them have their own very specific and legitimate reasons why they shouldn't be happening, okay? But again, while those things are happening in your schools, in your churches, in your scouts, in your sports, while those things are happening in the dark, you're actually encouraging and promoting things to happen in the light. And not only make it okay, but to actually celebrate it and then expect corporate America to come behind you and promote it as well. And I'm sorry, I, for one, am just not okay with that, simply because if for no other reason, I could go down the list of reasons, but if for no other reason, I just want kids to be kept innocent as long as possible. We live in a up world, man. We really do. And why in the world do we want to just inundate our kids, their impressionable minds, with this nonsense? Why? Is it okay to take a kid to a strip club? Yes or no? Is it okay to take a child to a strip club? I'm going to contend that most of you are going to say, no, it's not okay. Why? Because they have a young, impressionable mind, and there's no reason to put them in a place where it's going to sexualize that mind. And you just shouldn't do it. So why do it at all? Why even do it on an elemental level? Why do that? So take your kids out in public. This is what we're dealing with. And I want you to play a clip for me, Kayla. If you will, play SOT number 1. Now, this is a school, and the kids are prancing through the rainbow deal here, waving the rainbow flags, wearing the rainbow stuff, and I'm going, why? Why? Okay, so you want them to be able to accept everybody. Well, can I make the argument that that's not the way to do that? I mean, I've told you before, I have a daughter. She works for a very woke company, and she's a performer. She works around a lot of people who are from a lot of different backgrounds, a lot of different lifestyles. And when they toured through Texas, I saw her, took her to dinner in Fort Worth, and as I was dropping her back off at her hotel, she said, "You can't come in." She said, "Because you can't talk to anybody that I work with." And I said, "Why?" And she said, "You know why?" And I said, "No, I really don't." And she said, "I don't want you saying anything and offending them." I said, "Who do you think I am?" Now, again, I come on my show and I give you my opinion because that's my job. That's what I do. I tell you, you have the choice to tune in here. I don't come to your house and start yelling at you on your front porch. You have the choice to tune into this show. You can turn it off anytime you want. But you make the choice to listen to my opinion on these things, and that's what I give you. So I do a little bit of moralizing on here. That's okay. You don't have to listen to it. You don't have to believe in it. A lot of people say, "Chad, I don't agree with you on everything." And you know what? We get along just fine. But I said to her, I said, "Do you really think that I would go in there and just stop bombarding your friends on the basis of what they may choose with their, ideology, their philosophy, their life narrative, or their sexuality, or orientation, persuasion?" I said, "You have a kind, open heart, don't you?" I said, Who do you think raised you? I mean, where do you think you got that from? Your mother has a kind, open heart, not towards me, but I have a kind, open heart. I don't have a problem. So I said, understand. I just want to make sure I would never look at somebody in their face and say that your choice in your life is wrong. Now, if you ask me, maybe what am I doing that could be leading towards destruction? Well, hell, the first thing that I'm going to look at is not going to be your sexuality. I'm going to look at all kind of things that are going on in your life if you truly want me to show it. That's like somebody saying, "Hey, what's the recipe for success?" Well, I'm going to show you the different roadblocks that are in your life that maybe are hindering you from that. But again, I don't go around just offering out business tips. I'm not Stephen Covey here. I'm not giving you 7 habits for successful people on all this stuff. I mean, I'm just not doing that kind of thing. So, it's amazing. I'm just saying protect kids. Let's keep them innocent as long as we can.